Hello, welcome to my kitchen. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Yemisi, and today I want to show you how I made this simple, delicious snail sauce. And this will go perfect with rice, with yam, with pasta. It is so good, and we're going to be having it for Sunday lunch. To start off, we have to clean the snails. So I already cracked the snails in the market because I do not like doing that messy job. So it's okay to outsource, you guys. It is absolutely okay. I do not even like washing snails either, but I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. So I'm using salt and I'm using some lime, and I'm just going to use it to remove all the yuckiness from this snail, all the draw things. All of the slime, that's what we're using the lime to remove. You can also use white curry to remove it. Snail is something I enjoy making by myself. It is one of the last things I will order in maybe a restaurant or a fast food place, just because I really do not trust how people are cleaning their snails. I feel like some people are just like, I don't care if it has slime, we'll just cook it like that. And I've tasted many bad snails in my life, so that left me traumatized. So I only eat snails when I cook it, most of the time. You might be asking yourself, Sisiyemmie, why are you cutting all that part from the snail? Well, it's a preference. I don't like eating those parts of snail. I just like the black part of the snail. That's how I am. It's the same way I don't eat the innards of cow except liver and pomo and shaki. But for me, that's where it ends. I don't eat like, is it bokoto? I don't eat intestines. I don't eat brains. I don't eat like the insides for real. That's why you may never see me do like assorted meats, because if it has all those roundabout and all those things, I will not eat it. That's just how I am. So get to know me. I know there are other people like me that just don't like those parts of meat. So if you are that kind, please let me know in the comment section. Now that the snails are clean, I'll prep for the sauce. So I'm using tatashe, atarodo, onions, and green pepper. So that's bell peppers, basically. That's what tatashe is, red bell pepper. Prepping is a very important part of making any meal, and for this sauce I wanted the onions and the pepper to have a particular shape. That's why I'm cutting it like this, because like I've always said in my previous videos, we eat first with our eyes. So the way you prep for this recipe is going to affect the overall taste of everything. I feel like when I eat snails, I like the onions to be long, which is why I'm cutting it like this. While prepping for the sauce, please do me a favor and click the like button on this video. It really helps out my channel, it encourages me and lets me know that you like the kind of recipes I'm sharing with you. This sauce I'm making is going to be more sweet than spicy, and that's because I'm making it for the whole family. But if I was making it just for myself, or just for me and my husband, or just for the adults, then it is going to be more spicy and it's going to be a different recipe. So this is for if you wanted to still have a bit of sweetness and just a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of heat. There are so many ways to make this sauce that I'm making. You can have it tomato based. So for some people, they don't like to use tatashe. You can just use tomatoes and onions. It will give a different taste and it is just as lovely. You can have people that just use pepper, which is hot pepper, and onions. That is also fantastic. It will give you another taste. And then you can have this tatashe mix, which is bell pepper mix, and it will give you another taste. So like I always believe in my head, there's no really right or wrong way of cooking, as long as the final taste is what you are craving. As long as you achieve it, then it is the perfect way to cook. Sometimes there are some techniques that we have to use, especially when it comes to baking and some other recipes. Those are strict recipes. But with something like this, I just want you guys to have an open mind when it comes to cooking. With something like this, you can make it however you want. You can choose not to use any of what we've used and just use carrots and onions and stir fry snail, okay? So first of all, I'll boil the snail and I'm seasoning it with some curry, some seasoning cubes, thyme, salt, and some onions. I'm also going to add some water, then cover it and allow it to cook. I like to allow my snail boil down so that all of the flavor goes back into the snail, so we don't have liquid left over. So I'm going to boil it to reduce. Now with the snail, after boiling it, you have another option. You can fry it just the way I would typically do beef or meat or chicken. You can fry it before you put it in the sauce. But today I'm not going to fry my snails. We're going to just put them straight in the sauce, because we wanted it to be a little bit meaty. When you fry it, sometimes it reduces, it can become a bit hard, but we just wanted it to be very soft, so you have that option to either fry or just continue cooking in the sauce. If you notice, today I'm using my stainless steel pan, and this pan is wide. It is perfect for making like sauces like this because it has enough space for the tomatoes to fry. So I'm frying some onions and some atarodo, which is like scotch bonnet, hot pepper, and this brings an amazing flavor. Like the aroma in the kitchen was just amazing, this combination. So now I have bell peppers that I blended and boiled previously, so I have them in my fridge, and once in a while I just use them for different meals. So I've just added a bit of tatashe paste. Basically that's what it is. Tatashe blended with onions, boiled down to reduce the water and put in the fridge. So I just used a bit of it for this sauce. Next, I'm going to season with some salt and some seasoning cube and some thyme. You can use anything that you want. You can totally just use just salt. So these were the flavors I wanted to see in the dish, which is why I'm using them. I believe thyme and snail goes very well together, and curry as well. So once the sauce is cooked, I can always tell that my sauce is cooked because the oil starts separating from the paste. That's how you kind of know you're getting there. So I bring in the chopped green bell pepper and red bell pepper, and I just introduce it back to the pot and cook this. So like I said, this is going to be more of a sweet and spicy sauce than a very hot peppery snail sauce. Now I'm going to put the snail in the sauce and just mix everything and allow it to cook together. So just mix everything together and allow it to cook, and see, you're going to enjoy this snail sauce. It was so yummy, and to me, anytime I see snail sauce, I just want to eat it with rice. That is all my brain is calling for: white rice. I know some of you are like, finally something different from goat meat. Yes, something different. I have now been delivered from goat meat. This is what my sweet and spicy snail sauce looks like. It was so delicious. I hope you try this recipe. If you do, please tag me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere on social media. I would love to see it. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe now, because more recipes are coming and you don't want to miss it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.